What is going on, everybody? Welcome to today, Thursday. We're going to be jumping into some Dying Light 2 here in a little bit. First off, this is the final stream for the Twitch drop campaign. Also, thank you for the follow there, Blank Overload over on Twitch. Thank you so much for that. Excuse me. So, if you have not claimed the Twitch drops yet, then make sure to, if you're watching on YouTube, maybe hop over on Twitch and grab those. Otherwise, stay tuned. We're going to have fun. So in the chat, I see we got Richard Smith, we got Merc and PP Head. What's going on, my friends? How are you? Zach Blue, what is going on? And Jess in the chat as well. Excuse me. Got a little cough here. Allergy cough doesn't like to go away. Just see you're getting over COVID. Hopefully that clears up pretty soon. I can tell I know from experience it's not fun to have. But yeah, we're going to be doing this a little bit later on in the stream. I'm actually going to be opening up a gift that I received from Techland. I have no idea what's in the box, so we're going to all find out together. But for now, let's just jump into the game and have some fun. We got iBuddy in the chat, and Cactus Water, what is going on? And Alice Sadi, what is going on, everybody? How are you? Let me switch back to my other campaign. I was doing some testing for a video, so that's why it's on a different save file. You got RTB and Lee in the chat. What is going on? Rangers forever. Happy New Year to you. Excuse me, to you as well. And drink some more water. I do apologize. There might be some coughing tonight. Like I said, just some reason I get an allergy cough that just doesn't go away for like ever. So you might be hearing that. So I do apologize in advance. But yeah, let's just have some fun. I've already completed the event. I've kind of done everything. I beat the story on the last stream that I did. So now it's just kind of doing stuff. Kind of running around, fighting some zombies. Just having a grand old time. Let's go. I might do some more of the co-op missions. Not co-op missions. Those aren't in the game yet. I meant the, what do you call them? Holiday bounties. That's Baka bounties. I can't think of words. That's what it is. Words don't work sometimes. Zach, you say you're playing Baldur's Gate 3? Nice. I still need to get it. I haven't gotten it yet. I really want to. Yeah. I'm on a mission today. I'm actually going to see if I can find those screaming goons. I tried to find one last time and the goon was not one. So I had to go find... I just kind of ended it there. But, you know, we're going to try to see what we can find this time. Lee said I got a respiratory infection that goes around. No, it's not really that. It's more like I had some allergies. This happens every time. I get allergies, and then when I get over the allergies, I'm feeling good. I just have a cough that lasts for like a couple of months. No matter what kind of medicine or anything I take. It's weird. I don't get it, but whatever. RTB said it'd be cool if you could toggle snow on and off. Yeah, that would be cool, but I don't know if they're going to keep the snow until the end of winter, or if it's going to be gone basically tomorrow when the winter event is over. So I don't know how they're going to go about it. I just pushed it. What the heck was that? So we'll kind of wait and see how that plays out, but it'd be kind of nice if you could toggle it on, so even when it's not winter. How did he grab me from way back there? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, stop hitting me. Freaking zombies. We also got Just Ashton in the chat. Zero Paradox. You said you prefer the snow in Dying Light 2 over GTA Online. I couldn't tell you what that's like. I've never played GTA Online, but or really any GTA since Vice City. So I couldn't tell you what any of that's like. But yeah, I do like the snow. It would be kind of nice if you could leave it on even when it's not winter. Alex said you tried going up to the plane with the broom. The plane with the broom. There's a plane? I don't remember there being a plane somewhere. But I could be wrong. There's stuff. I've played this game so much. There's a lot of times I forget stuff. I don't have the broom on this save. I have it on a different save, but I do have it, and it's really fun to use. Yeah, Rodney said, "How am I doing tonight?" I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How are you? Hope you're doing great. Sniper asked in the next update, are we getting guns? That's the hope. We don't know for sure what's going to be in the next update. It's my guess is that the next update is going to be in probably late January, but late this month, beginning of February, just because the anniversary event is February, like the anniversary is February 4th, and if it's anything like last year, they started it like at the end of January, so there's a good chance that they'll do the event and update at the end of this month. I don't know if guns are going to be included in that because they said they have till the end of winter to add everything, so whenever the winter ends around March 19th, March 20th, something like that. So we'll get the guns sometime between now and then. And I saw somebody, Jeff Stalker, ask about the Scorpio. The way that I understand it is that should most likely be included with the guns update. Because the Scorpio is basically a gun, so I would assume that's included. I don't know for sure though. It'd be nice if it was. RCB, you said Tolga and Fatine. Yeah, Tolga and Fatine, they most likely will return for the anniversary. That's probably when they're gonna start showing up. Which, that'd be really cool if they were the vendor, or like if they were kind of like a permanent addition to the game and something like that. I'm kind of really hoping for that. I just said the plane in the events. Oh no, I have not tried flying up there. Is it like just weird when you get up there or something? Because that would be kind of interesting if it's like you fly up there and it's like see-through or something like that. Excuse me. Dunkirk, he said, things we need in 2024. Flashlight shadows, flashlight inertia, dynamic day and night cycle, dynamic weather, better physics. Yeah, I can see that. I've actually seen a few people mention the flashlight issue. And yeah, the flashlight does need to be kind of a little bit better. It's not... excuse me. It doesn't provide as much lighting as it feels like it should. And then on top of that, you know, all the other things that you mentioned, yeah. Dynamic weather would be great. Dynamic day and night would be a little bit better. I mean, it is kind of dynamic, but it... like, one thing you can kind of see, like, the majority of the day just looks like this. It doesn't really start changing until, like, almost right before it turns nighttime. So, there's that. I thought that was a survivor. I was like, why are you doing attacking me? That happens sometimes. RGB, please tell us DLC 2 release date soon. As soon as I know, you will know. Because I'll definitely let you guys know. Well, if I can. Yeah, I have no idea when that's coming out. I don't expect DLC 2 to come out until probably the earliest, probably summer. That would be my guess. I know a lot of people may be upset about that, but with everything they're adding, like, it's not going to be till the end of, like, kind of like mid-March, essentially. Maybe the end of March, where they finally finish adding everything that they were gonna... that they showed in the last roadmap. So that kind of makes me think that the earliest we might get DLC 2 is in summer of this year. That would be my guess. I don't know for sure, but that would just based off of what they've got to add to the game and the fact they haven't said anything about DLC 2 yet tells me that's most likely the case. Oh, he looks so cool in the dark. I like that. Ghost Gaming said, hope Techland adds the snow as a setting we can talk on and off. Yeah, someone mentioned that earlier. I really kind of hope they do too. Techland, if you're listening, please do that. That'd be really fun. Because everybody loves the snow. Like, I don't care if it's July and like 100 degrees outside. I want to play a game covered in snow. Like, it just looks really cool. Like, I like this look a lot. I like a lot of winter type, like, games that take place in winter because the snow effect does look really nice in a lot of games. Get off me, zombies. RGB said nightmare difficulty should only have a certain number of weapon repairs. That's interesting. Yeah, that's possible. I mean, I don't know what nightmare difficulty is going to be like, because they got to make it challenging somehow. Because they can't just make it like hard, because yes, right now I'm playing on easy, but look, let me switch it over to hard and show you the big difference between easy and hard. Nothing. Nothing at all. I'm not healing myself. I'm still killing everything in one hit with my weapon. There's really no difference. I mean, yeah, you can take more damage if you're not careful, and I'm also doing this during the day, not at nighttime, but still, it's less issues. Oh, what? I've never seen one of those guys just over here during the day. Oh, wait, am I by the BNC tower? Is that what's going on? Where am I on the map, actually? I don't even know. Oh, that's why. He's over here. So, that would be, I don't know what they're going to do to balance it out and make it actually more difficult. But, we'll see. See what happens. RGB also said that some people say they should make it like Dying Light 1. Yeah, I can see, because Dying Light 1, I've gone back and played it since, this. Oh, nice, and I got the black and white upgrade. I've gone back and played Dying Light 1, and of course, Space Nugget played a part. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I've played all these. Everything's distracting me right now. I can't think with farting and WoW and all that good stuff happening. But yeah, I've gone back to Dying Light 1, and even as like a max level character, nighttime is still difficult on the harder difficulties compared to Dying Light 1. Just come here. I don't know why I'm chasing him.
Well, I kind of also like the holiday effects, like when you kill certain enemies. Like the holiday infected, you get like bonuses. I think, you know, that'd be kind of interesting if they implemented that kind of full time. Where maybe, you get like a small buff if you defeat, like if you like go through a legendary encounter, defeat all the enemies, whether it's the renegades or the infected encounters. Something like that I think would be a lot of fun, just to be like, hey, you went through this hard trial, and yes, you can get a legendary weapon or whatever afterwards, but also, here's a cool buff for you as well. Ooh, hit you. See, Mr. Heart Attack, he said, what do you think firearms are going to be added from the roadmap? Soon. Sometime between now and the end of March. Don't know exactly when. Could be with the anniversary.
The update could be after that. There's no way of knowing right now, unfortunately. And Dory said the grind for the Luminous Legendary is finally over for you. Oh, nice. He said thanks for all your videos and tips to help me out. Oh, super awesome that I was able to help you out with that. That's awesome. That's 100% why I make videos, is so I can help people out. So thanks, I appreciate that. I'm glad you're able to get there. Practice Water, you had to mess with me once. That's alright, thanks for that. After you say what's happening, not much was happening with you. Unless you're asking like what was happening with all the black and white and sounds happening. I mean that's good people messing with me. But not much going on. How are you, buddy? How are you doing today?
I got me. We got Christian in the chat. What's going on, my friend? How are you? I buddy, you said you expect the Lunar New Year bundle to drop soon. See, I don't know if it's going to be a bundle. I've seen the actual bundle, or I think it's a bundle or just the items. I think it might actually be like maybe part of an event. Potentially the anniversary event is going to include that maybe. That'd be really nice because I've seen it and it looks freaking amazing. And I want it. I want it really bad. So I really hope we get that as something we can get for free. But even if not, it'd be really awesome to have it in the game, for sure. Oh, Christian, I didn't realize somebody did the high-pitched and the low-pitched voice. Yeah, that Twitch people mess with my stuff. I'm working on adding something like that to YouTube, but right now in YouTube, not as easy to integrate it like it is with Twitch, because YouTube doesn't have like channel points, so you have to tie things to different actions. But I'm working on ways that YouTube can interact as well, and not just Twitch. So that's coming soon. Mr. Heart Attack, you said you just started playing Dying Light 2 for the first time a few days ago. Beat the main story. Any tips I can get on what I should do? So if you've beaten the main story, it just kind of depends on what you're looking for at that point. Do you want to look for like the different endings? Because you can go back and do New Game Plus, which will let you kind of find all the different endings. If you want to do that, make different choices. You can go through and make sure you do everything on the map, do all the side quests if you want to. If you want to max out your legend level. There's not really a lot of in-game content at the moment, unfortunately. And that's one of the frustrating things. I'm gonna need to use my booster now. Getting a bit low on health. For the moment, there's not much to do once the game is completed. However, that should change whenever they introduce the co-op missions and the board quests and the VNC Tower raid. We don't know exactly when that's going to be added, but we know it's going to be added sometime in this winter. So it's just like the gun, sometime between now, excuse me, and the end of March. So hopefully we get some of that soon, and I'm really, excuse me, looking forward to a lot of the activities that we can do afterwards and maybe get some stuff. The other thing you can do after the game is, you know, work on maybe getting some exotic weapons. If you do New Game Plus, you're actually able to continue leveling up. Everything scales to your level. You can get to legend levels and stuff like that. So it just kind of depends on what you want. RCB said Dan the West one's probably asleep right now. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. He probably is asleep. Because normally he pops in for a little bit sometimes. That's okay. I can talk to him on Discord. Come here. Come here, you. Don't hit me from behind. I'm trying to stab this guy. There we go. Well, I have 8 of the effects. 9 of the effects from the holiday effect. They're just everywhere right now for some reason. Mercury Dead said he wished the drops were better. Yeah, I wish they were better too. They're okay. They're not great, to be honest. Alex, have a good stream. Alright, hey, thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it. See you next time. Heart Attack, you haven't tackled the Bloody Ties DLC yet? Oh yeah, that's another thing I forgot to mention. Bloody Ties DLC. So you struggle a lot of nighttime content, especially with roaming volatiles. So with the Bloody Ties DLC, there is almost nothing at nighttime. And even the things at nighttime, you don't have to deal with volatiles. So, I mean, there's a couple of times where you have to fight a volatile or two, but it's nothing like the open world. So, if you're thinking anything like that, you won't have to worry about that. I recommend the Bloody Ties DLC. I think it is fun. It gives you 10 hours of content if you do everything there is to do, which I highly recommend doing, because you can get some good items like the Carnage Manica for completing it, which I know a lot of people feel is useless, but it can actually even block unblockable attacks. So you know, if you're going against like some renegades and they have like that big attack that just knocks you down, you can't block it. But with Carnage Manica, you can actually block that. You can actually block some volatile attacks as well. Like, it's kind of crazy. And then at the same time, you have mods that will kind of affect them as well. It's not as good as it could be, but it's decent. Then you can also get a camouflage blueprint. So you can use camouflage kind of like the first game, except it's an item you have to craft, and it's very, very useful. So there's a lot of good stuff in there. Some things you have to do every single side mission as soon as they pop up, because several of the side missions will not come back again. so you can't do them later. So if you're gonna do Bloody Ties, as soon as a side quest pops up, go do it. A few of them you can do later on, but most of them you can't. So you want to make sure to do those as quick as possible, and you can get some really cool items and stuff out of them. RCB, you said that Welshman got excited when he found out you were Welsh too. Yeah, I remember you guys. You guys are always like talking and or typing in Welsh in the chat in Discord, and I just think that's awesome. That's crazy that just randomly both of you happen to be Welsh. Like that's awesome. That just shows what kind of cool stuff you can come across in just, you know, Discord and gaming, and just you never know who you're gonna meet, and sometimes you just happen to meet somebody that there's no way that you would have known before that point, and it's just kind of cool. There we go. Got that guy. I don't need to do that, but oh, I did. Matthew, which is my new favorite polearm? So the one I'm using right now, the Plowshare, is my favorite, just because so far that's the one that I've gotten that does the most damage. This thing is amazing. I don't have all of them. I only have the 3 main ones you can get, which are the Plowshare, which you can get from the blueprint, the Royalty, which you can get from Shin, and then the North Polearm, which is from the Grim Santo bundle. I'm not a giant fan of the North Polearm because yes, it does frost damage, but at the same time, it doesn't do as much damage as a fully upgraded Plowshare. So I prefer the Plowshare over everything else right now, personally. I'm gonna say Joker JR90. What's going on, friend? How are you today? Travis said, keep up the good work. Oh yeah, hey, thanks, appreciate it. I will try my best. Where's this guy? Murky said, used the Bloody Ties DLC for the first time last night. It wasn't bad, to be honest. Like, people, to me, it was definitely rushed, but it wasn't bad. Yeah, like, it does, there's some things that, like, it's better now. There's actually some things that they changed about it. Originally, when you go to the, I don't know, get away from that. But originally, when you go to the swimming pool, you meet Chiro there, and he steals your wallet, and you have to go chase him down and do a whole thing, and then you can go back and into the swimming pool and do stuff. They changed it to where that no longer happens, which is actually good, in my opinion. I don't think keeping Chiro was... Oh, finisher! No, give me the finisher! There we go. I don't think keeping that little thing with Chiro was a good idea. Just because, like, it didn't quite make sense. Because you meet this guy for the first time, and then all of a sudden he steals your money. You have to go get it back from him, and then all of a sudden you're best friends, and it just felt really weird. And so, I wasn't a giant fan of that. Okay, maybe I can take his. Okay, here's Hogan's Goat, so I don't have that one. I could just grab it, but it also is a blue. Who shot me? You? Alright, you know what? Come here. Ooh. And stab. There we go. Defeated all the bandits. I could grab that one, but it's blue and it sucks. So no, I'm not going to. I need to go repair my weapon though. That's one thing I need to do. I'm gonna go head to a metro station. Not a metro station, that's useless. I head to probably the fisheye. That'll be my best bet. Because that's probably the closest. Juggy said you want to stream this game for New Game Plus, but you'll get bored too fast. I can understand that. With having to go back through the same things over again, I can definitely understand it. I mean, I have hundreds of hours in this game, like probably closer to 1,000 at this point, but There's even times where I get bored with it. That's for sure. But with all of the new things they're adding, and you know, when they add like VNC Tower and stuff like that, having actual content, and adding guns, I think maybe going back in and doing New Game Plus again or something like that could be fun. So I don't even know where I'm going right now. I'm just kind of gliding around. I'm gonna get back to the fisheye eventually, but I'm taking the long way. RCB, you said you like the royalty polearm. Yeah, it's pretty nice. That was the first one I ever used, and it was my favorite until I got the plowshare. Plowshare is the best because it does way more damage. Am I? I don't even know. I've got to be getting close, don't I? Just land. I don't even know where I am. I could fast travel, but I don't want to fast travel. I passed it. It's behind me. Alright, well, that happens. It's hard to tell because you've been wanting to try to get the GRE anomalies, but you haven't completed one. To get volatiles to roam in and use cause you die. Yeah, it's not easy. Now, after you do complete them for the first time, and you can start replaying them, you don't have to worry about something jumping in there with you while you're doing it, because it kind of is its own separate instance. But yeah, if you haven't completed one yet, it kind of sucks because of that. One thing you can do, what I actually originally used to do, is if you want to complete one, there's this one over here. I'll show you. This one. There's actually a safe house right here. Not a safe, well, a UV spot right here that's directly in front of it. And you can actually stand right on the edge, and if you have like a bow or a crossbow, I don't know if it still works. This is actually used to work back when the game first came out. I don't know if it's still the case or not, but you can stand kind of on the edge near the UV, but where it lets you use your weapon, and the Revenant will already pop up. So the Revenant will be out, and you can just shoot him from there, and then just jump in and collect what you need to collect. But another thing is that you can actually access the replayable GRE anomalies during the day. I actually tested this out. If you've already unlocked it, like this one over here. No, over here. This one. If I were to go to this one during the day, I can show you here in a minute. The poster will be there. You have to rediscover it at night for it to show up, so it's kind of a whole thing. But you can actually access the poster during the day, but when you complete it, it forces you back to nighttime again, so there's that. Matthew, you said your favorite polearm so far is the royalty. Yeah, it's a really good one. It's a good one for sure. Need to repair. Here's my royalty. See, it does 894, but my plowshare does 929. So that's why I like my plowshare a bit more, because it just does so much more damage. Hi buddy, so you remember being questioned at the first entrance of the battery before entering? Yeah, because that's what it used to be in the DLC, is you would have to, you'd go and they'd ask you a question for like the password, and you're like, I don't know the password. Then Chiro would steal your wallet, chase him down, and then he tells you the password, and you go back, and there you go. But now they skipped all that because it was unnecessary and it just felt kind of weird. So I'm glad that they changed that. You no longer have to do that. I still personally have some issues with it because, like, it just, if you do it after the story, then it makes more sense because Aiden's not really looking for his sister at that point anymore. Alright, slight spoilers. Not really telling you what happens at the end, but at least it just tells you that he's no longer looking for her. Oh, there you go. There's that. I'll let your imagination do the rest. But technically at the end of the story, yeah. So it's just, it's weird because, like, his main focus is, I gotta find my sister, gotta find my sister, gotta find my sister. And then it's, you know what? I'm just gonna go compete in this tournament real fast and try to save a dude I just met out of nowhere. because I'm best friends with him now. It just feels strange. I think what would have been better is if they added something where you're just asked by Chiro's dad just to be like, hey, like I've been seeing you helping out all these people out all over the city, and my son's been taken by these people, and I want you to go help me get him back. Like, that would have been cool. Just like that little detail, and you know, don't change much else except for the whole like best friends with Chiro thing. I think that would have made the DLC story way better, because then it's like, okay, cool. There's kind of a reason he's going there, and it's not just I met this guy. He's my best friend now. I gotta go save him. I care about him after meeting him for 2 seconds. Like, you know what I mean? That's kind of my thought on the first DLC, at least, on Bloody Ties. And, you know, it's just some things, the way the story played out in that as well, just I have some issues with, but again, that's, I could talk probably for hours about that, and then like the main story of Dying Light 2 and my issues with that too. Get off of me, zombie. Dunkirk said the volatiles roaming the streets, not on rooftops. It'd be a better idea. Well, and so I can't remember now. Correct me if I'm wrong. They were. Volatiles in the first game were all over the place. They were on the streets and the rooftops, friggin' everywhere. So they made it more similar to the first game. So if you limit them to just the streets, then it's like, oh, as soon as it just makes nighttime essentially the same as daytime at that point, because daytime you're basically safe on the rooftops and the streets are where the danger is. That's why, you know, there's so many zombies on the street and stuff like that. Honestly, I like the volatiles. I think that the roaming is fine. Personally, I think that maybe there's a bit too much of them. What I think they should change is maybe, depending on what difficulty you're playing on, will give you either more or less to deal with. Like, if you're playing on easy, maybe there won't be as much, and maybe they take a little bit longer to recognize that you're there. If you're playing on hard or nightmare, there's like a crap ton of them everywhere, and, you know, it makes it more difficult. I think something like tying them to difficulty actually would probably make the experience, especially for new game players, or just brand new players to the game, it'd probably make it a lot easier for people to join in, to be honest. Because then they can, okay, if you want a tougher experience, playing a harder difficulty, you'll have, you know, volatiles going everywhere, you'll have this, that, and the other. You want an easier experience, playing easier difficulty, and, you know, there'll still be a lot, but not as much. You know what I mean? That's just kind of, my thought on that. Exactly, you said you're playing Baldur's Gate 3 on the easiest difficulty and still getting crushed. Yeah, I've heard that it's a lot of fun and your creativity really can shine, but yeah, I've heard that, you know, sometimes you don't get the good roll, and you get a 1 when you were hoping to get a 20. So that happens. Ghost Gaming said, hope Techland adds more weapons like the skull to come back after being thrown. Oh, I know, that would be so fun. Like, we have the frying pan of destiny, which is a lot of fun to use. I actually did a stream a few months ago where that was the only weapon I used. I did use a modified version of it, so it actually did some damage. But you know, it's fun throwing weapons at enemies and having it come right back to you. I know they had that with like the Fen Helsing bundle in the first game, and that was really fun too. So I think that would be great if they did kind of add some way to have more like that, especially because if you don't get the skull axe before the end of the event, you don't get it. Like, it's gone. It's not, at least right now, it's not a part of a bundle. It may not ever be part of a bundle, but right now it also is not going to be on the Pilgrim Outpost either, at least for right away. So, you know, just kind of one of those things that you got to get while it's here. RTB said you hope DLC 2 will be a separate save like the following. From I want to say I remember it was either an AMA with Timon, or it was in like a dev blog, or it was somewhere. I remember, I want to say it was an AMA, but I specifically remember. Okay, this volatile just having a day right now. But I specifically remember him saying, it was either him or somebody, I want to say it was in one of the AMAs, that DLC 2 will actually be on a separate save. So it's not gonna, it's gonna be just like the following was, where you don't have to play it on the same save. So it's gonna be a separate thing that you access from the main menu. I can't remember which AMA that was, to be honest. It was definitely a few months ago for sure. So, swing the weapon. Swing the weapon. Not swinging the weapon very well. But it should be a separate save. T-Cookie said, do I like finishers, or you do like finishers? Either way, the finishers are pretty fun. I don't get them to pop up very often, so that is a problem. I wish they popped up more. But yeah, the finishers are a lot of fun, for sure. Don't spit at me. Rude. Ow, ow. Take that. Sniper said, what about full mod support? So supposedly, according to the current roadmap, and that Techland has said that everything that's on the roadmap will show up before the end of winter, or by the end of winter, that community mod support will be added to the game. I don't know if that's going to be just PC. I don't know if it's going to include consoles, like what that's going to look like, if it's going to be native in the game, if it's going to be mod.io. I don't know for sure, but supposedly that's going to be happening sometime between now and the end of March. So let's hope. That would be really cool. Then, you know, maybe consoles can actually get some mods in the game and can finally get people who missed out on the broom, for example, finally get a chance to fly it around. That would be nice. Alright, everybody done? Everybody done now? Gonna take more of my juice. Mr. Heart Attack, you said there weren't as many volatiles in the first game though. There's tons of them everywhere. Yeah, and you could see that in one of two ways. You could see it as just a natural progression of the world, because, you know, this takes place roughly about 20 years after the events of the first game. So, you know, you're gonna have more infected than you did in the first game. There's gonna be more volatiles. Like, it just makes more sense. Ooh, I'm gonna die. I hope one of them jumped on me again. There we go. Get my UV light out. If I can get some space and heal up for a second. So you can kind of see it that way, but yeah. Zach, you said you never played a D&D game before, so you're still getting familiar with the combat rules. So yeah, I've been wanting to get into an actual real life Dungeons & Dragons game for a long time. I just don't really have the time, to be honest. Otherwise I would have already. As far as video games go, I think Baldur's Gate 3 is one that's probably going to be the closest to an actual D&D experience for playing the tabletop. So, yeah, that's probably your closest bet to finding something like that. There's so many things. They're everywhere. Dunkirk, you said if they heard you make a noise to your flashlight, they'd go to the rooftop look for you. That's true. In here, there's just so many. Oh, I ran out of UV bars. Okay. I think it's time to run. I'm out of UV bars. Let's go up here. Just kind of recuperate a little bit. I need to repair my weapon again. Anyway. Ghost Gaming. He said, Oh, you were thinking something like the Van Helsing bundle with the returning? Yeah, that would be nice if they added more of those. We got Kyle V in the chat. Hermione Potter, what is going on, my friends? How are you today? RTV said end of summer in Australia. That's true. That is very true. At the southern hemisphere of the world, it is summertime right now and not wintertime. So I think summer still ends probably around March 19th, 20th for the southern hemisphere, but I don't know for sure. I would assume just because it's the opposite, so there you go. Calvi says, speaking of DLC 2, I would love to keep items from it in my main save as well. That would be kind of nice. I think, if I remember right, you could do that in the following, where I think you did keep all of your stuff. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played the following, but I think you could. So hopefully they'll let you do that too, because that would be nice and not have to like start over as a fresh character or something like that. So I'm gonna switch back to daytime. That's too many volatiles to deal with right now. RTB, you said that it was like that in the following. Okay, cool. So there you go. Buster, you said, did you miss the gift opening? Not yet. No, you did not. I have not opened it. It is right here next to me. I have not opened it just yet, so that's coming up soon. Don't you worry. I'm curious because I don't know what it is. I have not opened it yet. I don't know what's inside, but it's some kind of gift from Techland. They said they just sent it to me. So no idea what's inside of it, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna have some fun opening that up, and yeah, it's gonna be good. We'll do that here, probably here, maybe in the next 20 minutes or so. I think around the hour mark, maybe. I'll jump in and do that. I don't want to fight the renegades. Kind of annoying. But I feel like kicking this guy in the face. Oh, whoops. Oh, man. I did the wrong thing. Whoops. Hold on. Let me get my juice. Okay. There we go. Attack me more. Sniper Elite is in the Scorpio, but I finally released a video for Dying Light 2. I know that in, I believe it was the roadmap trailer for the current roadmap. I do think, if I remember right, stop hitting me with arrows. I thought I got away from them. Oh no, they're over here. There's more? I'm just surrounded by these guys. There's... Yeah, sorry, I forgot what I was talking about. In the trailer for the roadmap, I do remember seeing the Scorpio in there, so I can't wait till it's fully out of the game. I know it's been in the game files for a while. Oh, whoops, I didn't get to use my finisher on. I'll use it on this guy. Ta-da! You have been finished. I can't wait for that. I was gonna dropkick him, but then I forgot which button to dropkick. But then I remembered. And now I'm underwater. Oh, okay. I just wanted to say, ready for the anniversary next month? I am. I'm super excited. I don't know what they're gonna do. I kind of hope they don't do what they did last year and just do another Bloody Anniversary event. Because yes, it was fun, but the thing with the Bloody Anniversary event is it was a copy of Bloody Summer, and that was before they added the gore update, which personally, I know a lot of people wanted that, and you know, it got added to the game because it was, you know, highly requested feature by the community. I personally, is this a small goon? No, it's a regular goon. Am I gonna get attacked? It'd be really cool if I did. I think he's too big though. Yeah, he's too big. Otherwise I'd be getting swarmed right now. But with the, you know, the gore, like basically the Bloody Anniversary was the same as Bloody Summer. And although they were fun, like, you know, the goal of just, you know, chopping off limbs and stuff like that, that was a lot of fun. But I don't want them to do it again, because that's just too many times doing the same thing in a row. So hopefully they got something cool planned for us. But we'll have to wait and see. Probably, like, honestly, it's probably going to happen in a couple of weeks. My guess would be maybe last week of January, so it leads kind of into the start of the anniversary, like kind of go from whatever the last week of January is, get first week of February, something like that. That would be that's kind of my guess on when that's gonna happen, but we'll see. RTB said you'll definitely have all your inventory DLC too. In a way, they'll make you have no weapons to start. That's true, but now quick spoiler for those who have not finished Dying Light 2, so fair warning about that. At the very end of the game, no matter what ending you choose, it's always the same. For Aiden, at least, he leaves the city. He's gone, and in the ending cutscene, he's not carrying anything with him. It's just he's wearing his old pilgrim outfit when he first arrived, that he said he did when he first arrived, and he's got like a little bag that can't hold much. So technically, if they wanted to do it, it still fits lore-wise. A lot of people would be upset about it, yes. So I don't think they will, but lore-wise, it would make sense if he didn't have anything, because maybe he just left it all behind. And he's got like the super Aiden powers at that point, so, you know, he could probably just turn at will. I don't know who Will is though, so don't ask me. So, yeah, they could go either way, but most likely they're gonna just have everybody keep everything, just because it would be kind of messed up to be like, alright, cool, now you don't keep anything that you got. I hate crossplay. You said you can actually fart on zombies as the secret finisher move. I need to know how to do this. Please tell me, because I need to make it happen. Like right now. That's probably one of the most amazing things. I would love to see that. Dunkirk, PK, or Survivors. I always, story-wise, I always go with the Survivors, because I hate the PKs so much. Their storyline makes me angry. I hate them so. They're not even trying to be good. Like they're just bad. They're almost no better than the Renegades. Like it's just the Survivor storyline. I don't know, just feels better to me in my opinion. So that's why I always go Survivors over PK. Drop this guy. Or not. So for some reason these guys, like every time I hit them once, it's like an automatic finisher setup. I mean, I don't mind, but like, let me switch to my other axe. No, come here. Come here. I want to hit you. Come back. Finish him. Finish him. Finish him. Oh, I froze him. Dang it. That sucks. I'll switch to my skull axe for a little bit. We got Mask 0067. What's going on, my friend? He said, good morning. Under the health bar, you have new symbols. So that is anytime. Here's a good example. Here's a holiday infected. Bam. You kill it, you get a boon. So for killing the regular ones, it's like a speed boost. For the bolters, you get like a jump advantage. He's gonna stand up and be frozen. And for killing Uncle Snow, it's something else, and killing the naughty, what you call it? Spirals, the small ones that run at you. Those give you something else too. I can't remember off the top of my head what they all are. One of them, like, you get health. Another thing gives you like bonus XP. Oh, I tried to hit him. What the heck? There we go. Like I said, another one gives you like increased speed. You get height, jump, stuff like that. We got Dog Water in the chat. What's going on, friend? How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Bam. Stab. That's up. There we go. I missed. Or could just stand on top of him. That happens. Anthony Gamer 19, he said knife slide isn't working on PS5. You have a square on a billboard and it doesn't work. You know what? Let's go test the knife slide real quick and see if it is working. I haven't tested it since they introduced it, to be honest. And that didn't work. I think it was because I was doing something different. All right, should work on this, but I've just got to get maybe a bit higher up and then fall down. If I can find another banner or something. Let's get up here. What? Yeah. That did not help at all. That was very useless. There we go, that's a bit better. Where do these guys come from? Doesn't matter where they came from, they did now. I help you out, zombie. Oh, you're dead. I'm gonna switch back. Oh, finisher. Oh, finisher. Oh, what? That was cool. I liked that one. That was awesome. I didn't intend for that, but that was super cool. No, get up here. Zach, Blue, you said, have I ever played much of the original Dead Island? Oh, I played tons of it. I loved that game. I actually did a few streams before Dead Island 2 came out, where that's what I did. I played through Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide in One Punch mode. And if you haven't tried One Punch mode in those games, you should. It's a ton of fun. I wouldn't recommend it for your first time through the game. Play the game as they intend to the first time. But your second time through each game, definitely try One Punch mode. It is absolutely hilarious. Everything like you can kick a zombie halfway across the map. It is absolutely hilarious. Everything dies just by you basically looking at it. So it's a ton of fun. Highly recommend doing that. R2B said, reckon Super Aiden will be added or be a mod. It's going to be added. There was something that... Hey. Okay, I died. That was a bad example. I was trying to do the thing, but maybe I need to be on something different. Maybe I need to glide to it and then try it. It's definitely going to be added. I think they mentioned it's something that they're going to be putting in DLC 2, or at least that's the hope anyway. I can't remember which one it is, but I really feel like they're going to have that ability. I think I remember them talking about it at one point during one of the like live streams or AMAs or something, but I can't remember off the top of my head, to be honest. Dunker, you said you wish you could have all the PK and Survivor rewards at the same time. That would be nice. That would be nice, but yeah, unfortunately you can't. Blink Overlord, Overworld, you said it's working for you for the billboards. That's good. I don't know how I ended up way over here. I need to head back to downtown. That's where all the billboards are. Excuse me. RSB said, do you think Starfield mods for consoles are coming soon? Oh, nice. I'm hoping, kind of like you said, if you're wondering if they're gonna work out like Skyrim and Fallout 4, most likely. That'd be my guess. I kind of hope so. That'd be fun. Need craft throwing knives, Dunkirk? I don't remember you having to have throwing knives. Let me try crafting a throwing knife real quick. I have one. Where's my throwing knives? Blind? Purple. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Just got some throwing knives. Maybe that'll work. Alright, Ghost Killer in the chat. What's going on, my friend? Uzi said, what is the gift from Techland? Not sure yet. We're about to open it up actually here in a few minutes. So we will all find out together. It's gonna be a fun, exciting experience. Zach, you said you've gone back to OG Dead Island recently. You've been trying to max all 4 characters. That's a lot to do, but it is fun. I remember there's a couple of like places you can kind of that didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but okay. There's a couple of places you can go to get levels like really quickly. I remember in the first one, there's a dude like towards the end where he like will when you get to like the labs, he'll give you experience if you give him oleander, and so if you just get a whole bunch of oleander, then he'll just like get a ton of experience for you. Here we go. And okay, so it works. I have a knife, and then I almost died. I want to try that again after getting rid of my knives. Oh wait, I had 5 and now I have 4. So okay, so that's the trick. That's why it didn't work unless you had knives, but you have to have a knife in your inventory. It doesn't have to be equipped, but it does use a knife in order to do it. So there you go. That's what's up with that. Zach said it's really a nostalgic game for you as you've been playing it since you were 11. Wow. Way to make me feel old. No. Dead Island came out in 2011, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was around 2011. Yeah, I was either 20 or 21 when that came out already. So I think it was, like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was 2011. I think it was the same year as Skyrim. I remember for the original Dead Island, I actually pre-ordered it because I remember seeing it at E3, the previous E3, and I was like, oh man, this game looks sick. I want to try this. And so I went and pre-ordered it. Got it on my lunch break from work, and I was just like, I can't wait to get home to try this bad boy out. And I started playing it, and honestly, I didn't like it. I was like, it did, like, for some reason, something about the E3 footage made me kind of more hyped up for the game. And then when I actually played it, I was like, this doesn't feel like what they were showing. And so I actually returned the game. I was like, nah, I don't want to play this. And then it was like a few months later, I was like, you know what? I actually kind of want to play it again. And then as soon as I got it again, I was like hooked, and I was like, this is the most fun game ever. I don't know why I didn't like it before. And yeah, I've been playing all the Dead Island games since then, and Dying Light and stuff like that. I didn't play the first Dying Light as much, to be honest, but still, yeah, kind of my little story there. Oh yeah, Zach, you that's right, there is, if you find, her name is I want to say is Svetlana. She's on the beach, so at the very beginning, if you can get champagne and possibly excuse me, duplicate it, you get tons of experience from her every time you bring her champagne. RTB Hoodoo you voodoo, that's right. It's a fun game. If you've never played Dead Island, you should definitely check it out. It's like Dying Light, but without the parkour. So, like a regular zombie game. But the characters are fun to use. They have different abilities, or like different kind of specializations, I should say. They do have a Fury mode, which isn't like they turn into zombies like Dead Island 2, but they just like kind of pull out a special weapon. And like, you know, it's really, it's funny because I always make fun of Perna. Even though she's like my favorite character to use. But I always make fun of her Fury because like you've got Sam B, you know, he pulls out like brass knuckles and you're like, okay, cool, like he's about to, you know, do some damage. I think it's Sean May, she pulls out like a knife and, you know, she's like ready to cut some stuff up. You're like, oh, that's cool. And Logan, he pulls out throwing knives, he starts throwing stuff like crazy and you're like, oh, that's pretty cool, I like that. And then, you know, in the second one you've got John Morgan and he's got this like staff that he pulls out and you're like, oh, this is sweet. And Perna her special weapon is just a gun. It just makes me laugh. Everyone's like, oh, I got this, I specialize in this, and she's just like, I have a gun. And it's the funniest thing, and that's one of the reasons I use her, like, exclusively. Now, it used to be that Logan was my favorite, because I loved the throwing knives and just throwing my weapons and just being crazy with it. But I have since then, I have switched to Erna as being my main. Because, you know, she gets all the gun abilities, and you find guns like crazy, and I pretty much exclusively just use guns and nothing else as soon as I find them. So, because it just feels like the melee weapons, kind of like with Dying Light 1, when you get the guns, it doesn't really feel like the melee is worth it at that point. Also, thank you for the follow there, Studlop25 over on Twitch. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a wonderful day. How are you doing today? But yeah, it's funny. And she's my favorite character because of gun. And it's like super powerful too, and you're like, what the heck? And it's also funny just to have her running around, just kicking everything to death in one punch mode, just sending it flying, and it's just, I don't know, hilarious. I love it. It used to be that before One Punch Mode in Dead Island Riptide, when they introduced John Morgan, his kick ability, it was his special little thing that he would be able to sprint, and then while sprinting, he'd be able to do a kick that would send the enemy flying. And that was so much fun. At first in Dead Island Riptide, that's all I did. I used John Morgan and nothing else. Just because that ability was the most fun thing than anything else. And then when they added One Punch Mode, it made everybody's kicks the same exact way, so I was like, I'll just keep it that way. RTB, am I saying that Dead Island is better than Left 4 Dead, Dying Light 1, and Dead Rising? No. They are all very different games. You can't really say one is better than another, because they're all different from each other. Also, thank you for the follow there, Wide Retro UT, YT, I can't read letters. Thanks for the follow-up on that. Hope you're having a wonderful day. How are you doing? Those games are very different. So, like, Left 4 Dead, absolutely phenomenal game. Spawned like an entire genre of games after it. It's one of those genre-defining things. You're just like, wow, this is great. Dead Rising, same kind of thing. Like, there wasn't really much like Dead Rising when it came out. You know, you're stuck in a mall, you've got the time limit, everything is your weapon. Like, it was fantastic. You know, you look at Dead Island, and same kind of thing. Like, you go around, you can modify your weapons. Like, that was the first game I remember coming across where, you know, you could add, like, all of these, like, in a first-person melee combat sort of way where you could add all this stuff to it. I mean, obviously, you know, you had things like Skyrim, enchantments, and, you know, all the Elder Scrolls games, but, like, kind of in a more modern, like, technology way where it's just kind of like a makeshift thing versus something magical. So that was really, really cool. And then, you know, Dying Light 1, you know, having zombies but with parkour was really, really cool. So, you know, that's something that hadn't been done before. So it was really awesome. But that's the thing, they're all different. I wouldn't say that necessarily as one is better than the other because you can't really compare them, to be honest. I will say, though, that one of the best zombie games I have ever played is Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. Also, thank you for the follow there, IO20B. Thank you so much for that. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. Hope you're... how are you doing? I can't think of words. If you've never played Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare, you are missing out. It is phenomenal. One of the best zombie games I have ever played. Like, it is crazy. Um, fantastic. Boo says shooting the red car with a modded shotgun. One of your friends was sitting flying across the map. Oh yeah, I remember that I think in Dead Island. That was kind of crazy. Everything anime is how you put the Grim Santa bundle. So let me show you real quick. Super simple, super easy. Let me hop over to a safe house real quick. I can show you exactly what to do. Alright, so when you buy the bundle, anytime you buy any bundles or anything like that, or there's rewards from events, or even the Twitch drops, for example, you just go straight here to your stash. Any stash, doesn't matter what stash it is, you just go to your stash. And it's going to be over here in your extra tab. So in the extra tab, it won't be up here yet. You'll actually have to get it down here, but you'll scroll down, you'll see like I've got the Grim Santa hat right here. One of these is the Grim Santa gloves and the Grim Santa jacket. So you'll see the stuff right here in the extra tab. And then when you scroll down far enough to get to the miscellaneous, you'll see the North Pole arm in here, as well as the outfit. So you'll see that stuff here. When you claim it here, the outfit will actually jump down to outfits. And I have mine somewhere right here. Here it is. There it is. Grim Santa. Look at him. Super great. And whenever you claim weapons, what will happen is, let's shoot this back up to the top here. And when you claim the weapon, it'll actually get up there. It'll put a blueprint just like these, as well as a regular weapon up here. You can claim the regular weapon, so you can have that, or you can claim the blueprint. Now, when you claim the blueprint, it does not go to your crafting tab. It goes to the craft master, and he holds the blueprints for the weapons. So whenever you claim it from your stash, that's where it goes. And sometimes when you claim the weapon, it automatically goes to the craft master. So if you don't see it anywhere, that's where you want to check. Zach Blue said, you recently found out the guy that voiced Cinemoy, the lifeguard in Dead Island, was the same guy that did Dempsey from COD Zombies. Oh yeah, that's if I'm not mistaken, that's Steve Bloom or Blum. I think it's Bloom. If you've ever watched the Avatar, like the Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra, especially Legend of Korra, he actually also does the voice for Amon. So you can do, he's also that, well, which is really cool. Oh, also, hey, thank you for the sub, Cactus Water. I appreciate that. That is awesome. Thank you so much. So what we're gonna do here, it's Techland Gift time. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna open this bad boy up. I got a box right here. I don't have enough space to put it on the screen to show it, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this right here. Close my water bottle so I don't spill it. That's the first thing. And I'm gonna make my camera just a bit bigger here, so you guys can see it. Wow, big respawn. Okay, so I'm gonna open up this box. We're gonna take a look at this real quick. Let's see what is inside. It's a big box. I don't have enough space. Honestly. All right. Oh my, that's cool. Oh, it's big. All right, so you can kind of see kind of the green effect is cutting off, but there's a Techland sticker on the front. And let me rip off the paper. It is a Dying Light 2 blanket. This is actually really cool. My favorite part about this is this right here. This is amazing. I have been asking for a Santa tile in Dying Light 2 for 2 years now. I have not gotten it, so it's really cool that there's a blanket that has one on it. That's freaking awesome. This is really cool, and it's really nice and soft too. Very comfy. This is definitely gonna keep me warm when it gets cold. But yeah, this is my little gift from Techland. That's awesome. Techland, if you're watching, thank you so much. This is super cool. I love it. Definitely gonna be using this. Hopefully my cats don't take over it, but it's very possible they might. They They like soft things and blankets. So there we go. That is the gift. Sorry for the cardboard noises. And let's make me back to normal size now. There we go. That's better. All right, we can get back to the game. So yeah, that was my gift. It was really cool. I love it. And wait, so it has a pocket? Oh, maybe it's like a jacket. It's like a blanket that has pockets. Maybe it's like a Snuggie. I don't know. I'll have to unwrap it later. Either way, it's a blanket of some kind, and it's super awesome. And I love it. Delta SOCOM, you said Legend Core is like 40 years later after the first show, isn't it? Yes. Well, I don't know if it's a long time. It's probably more than 40, just because if you look at the show Katara, you do see her. She looks like she's probably like 80 at that point. So you're looking at maybe like 70 years after the events of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I don't know the exact timeline. Someone could probably look it up and put it in chat if they know. But I think it's something like 50 to 70 years later. Like it's a long time. Richter, you said you thought it might be more than a blanket. Hey, I'm happy with the blanket. That's freaking cool. It might be something more than a blanket. Oh, let me undo this little bow that's on it. If I can undo bows for some reason, it won't open. There we go. Let me get another look at it when it's all opened. These things are huge. Oh, what? No. Hold on. It has a hood. Okay, this is... Okay, I lied. It's not a blanket. You kind of... Hold on, I'll go back to being big respawn real quick. Magic. There's a hood right here. I think it's more like a Snuggie almost. This thing is huge. Oh no, it's not. It's actually a jacket. Wow, I lied. It's just a really thick, big jacket. Big hoodie. Look at this. That's even better, actually. Not a blanket. It's a hoodie. That's different. I love this. Because it gets cold sometimes, and that's awesome. Got big old pockets. So yeah, different hoodie. Nice, like fleece or something on the inside. Definitely keep me warm. Awesome. I love that. So that's cool. I like that. Maybe one time this winter, if it gets cold enough, I will wear it on stream. Right now it's too hot. So can't wear it right now specifically, but one of these days maybe I'll put it on for like a short or something, who knows. Excuse me. Mark Sims 6644. Okay, now share the poppy. So really interesting way to get easy way to get a ton of poppy. If I can go back over here. If you're looking for poppy, you actually want to come all the way over here to St. Paul Island, specifically to the Chapel of Resurrection. This spot has the Plague Witch, and as soon as you talk to her the first time and you start the side quest, you don't actually have to do the side quest, you just have to accept it. As soon as you do that, she'll have a bed in that room, like in the room next to her. And she sells like poppy and honey and cordyceps and all the kind of natural resources. So you can actually just go there, buy the ingredients from her, go into the next room, sleep on the bed 2 times, then go back and buy more. That is the most efficient way to get poppy and honey and all that stuff. If you're trying to make boosters, definitely go here. It's super, super useful. It's very, very good to use that for sure. Excuse me. RTB said the Rose Garden. Yeah, the Rose Garden's okay, but you can only get 4 like maybe every 30 minutes, where she sells like sometimes like packs of 10. It just depends. It varies. Sometimes it's like only a couple. Sometimes it's like 3 or 4. So it's much better to go buy it from her, honestly, if you want a lot. Also, thank you for the follow there, Impasta. Excuse me. Thank you so much. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Do you even row? He said, "Hey RG, I got a question. I've been off Dying Light for a while. With weapon damage, what's the side? Okay, what's with the side note to weapons saying weapon damage being down? Hold on, let me look. Oh, if you mean like this, like where if it's showing like red and it's showing like damage down, what that means is that compared to your currently equipped weapon, it does that much less damage. So like, for example, mine does 929 damage for the plowshare. My Nocturnal Buccaneer is 198 damage less than what I currently have equipped. So that's what that is. So if I were to equip, let's actually equip this one. And then we look, now you've got the green up because it's showing that it's damaged more. If that's what you're referring to, that's what that's meaning. If you're referring to something else, you have to explain more because I don't know. But that's if that's what you're referring to, that's the up and down is. Delta, you said, speaking of Avatar: Last Airbender, they just announced a new live action show. Oh, I know. I can't wait for it. It looks like it's gonna be good. Much better than the Last Airbender movie, which we don't talk about that one. That was bad. Ghost Gaming said, did I see Techland rename the signpost axe to the Last Hope? Oh, they did? I didn't even notice. That's cool. I like that. Imposter, you said you're doing good. Well, that's good to hear. You asking how much does the damage the axe do? So the skull axe, I found this one exotic.
Like at 630, I've seen some people find it higher than this, so it does kind of vary. It's not always the same damage, but mine does 630 damage. It has 25% in bonus damage when you throw it. And then if you have like maxed out legend levels, then you also get a bonus from that. I think you also get a bonus for throwing it. I don't know for sure. I think they actually added that in the, I think this update or the previous one, where it does affect that too. And the advanced view just kind of shows you what it looks like with your legend bonus. I don't know why it doesn't automatically show that. It's weird. We're gonna have 2 different views, but it's whatever. That's what mine does. On easy difficulty, I one-shot like all virals and regular biters, and with it when I'm throwing it. It takes 2 shots sometimes.
On hard, but it's a ton of fun to use for sure. RTB, you said, does difficulty affect the amount of items available in shops? So the amount of items, no. It does not affect
how many items are available. How much you can sell things for is what changes in the difficulty. Delta, real quick, you said, how do I check the advanced stats? So you can't see it, it's kind of right behind me. But when you're on the best thing to do, if you go to a weapon, you select the weapon, so you're in this section. When you're hovering over a weapon in this section, right down below, kind of right where I am, there's a compare button, which if you're on an Xbox controller, it's right trigger. I'm sure it's R2 for PlayStation and whatever it is for PC, which I can find out. It's shift. But there's an icon next to that, where if you're on controller, you click the left stick. If you're on keyboard and mouse, it is right click. So that's kind of what the button is.
And that's how you can kind of see that extra benefit there. Kind of going back up in chat a little bit. RTB, I'll kind of show you a little bit with the shops here in just a second, kind of to show what I'm kind of talking about a little bit. Just Ashton said, you think it's cool that gaming companies are recognizing their creators? Oh yeah, no, that's super cool. I was not expecting anything in the slightest bit, and then all of a sudden this just kind of shows up and I'm like, whoa, this is super cool. So Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Anthony Gamer, you said, did you hear about Elysium from E3 coming back to Dying Light 2 custom maps? Yeah, I know people have been working on it. I know Best Gamer Alley had a video talking about it. I have not checked them out myself. My voice went higher than deeper wired afterwards. So it's kind of a voice mod. So on Twitch, I've got some channel point redeems. One which does make my voice higher, and one that makes it super low. So somebody redeemed those, is what happened. So that can happen from time to time. And we got Blaze Hawk in the chat. What's going on, my friend? How are you? Imposta, there we go. That's what I was trying to read next. Any good advice to find for pilgrim tokens? The pilgrim tokens are only on the Pilgrim Outpost website. That's the only way you're going to get them. Right now, if you've participated in the event, you can claim, I think it's like 50, I want to say, before the event ends. We've kind of met the goal to get those, so claim them on the Pilgrim Outpost website under the events tab. But outside of that, you have to do pilgrim bounties, and then whenever you rank up to the next pilgrim rank, or whatever you want to call it, then you get more tokens. That is the only way currently to get pilgrim tokens, is either through events or the bounties on the website. That's the only way. There's not really a way to grind for them other than that. Just do the bounties and then wait till more show up. I wish there was an easier way, but that's all that we can do.
T-Rex roar! Roar!
Yep, that was the T-Rex roar. Zach, you said, you know, it's in Dead Island, you can go inside some bushes. They're completely hollow. Huh. I never even oh, somebody's messing with my stuff. I see how it is. I always forget about that. And then someone does something. And yeah, then I remember.
Just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Yep, I'll remember that, Shia. Just do it. Thomas, why do I sound funny? Somebody may have redeemed one of my voice options on Twitch. That's probably why. And now I can't see nothing. I was trying to switch it to daytime, and now can't see anything. Luckily, I'm just sleeping right now. Somebody's just going crazy right now. Delta, you said, how do we send those creepy background effects? So there's two ways to do it. It's only on Twitch at the moment, so anyone on YouTube unfortunately does not have a way to do it. On Twitch, you can either redeem some channel points to have a random effect happen. There's a couple options. There's one that's just like a screen effect, similar to what's happening right now. Other ones are like jump scares and things like that. There is also another option. If you're watching on Twitch, there should be like an overlay that you can kind of pick individual ones instead of a random one, but that one uses bits. So if that's what you want to do, you can do that, or you're completely fine to use the channel points, which is why I have them there. That way it's not forcing people to spend bits if they don't want to. So that's how you can do those effects. We got Hot Wheels Holt. What's going on, my friend? How are you? We're having a wonderful day today. Grandmaster Oreo said, do I lose my broom on New Game Plus? No. So, okay, there's a couple of kind of caveats to that. So, no, you won't lose your broom on New Game Plus as long as it stays in your inventory. Never take your broom out of your inventory. Don't put it on the ground. Don't put it in a stash. Nothing. It has to always take up an inventory space. Otherwise, it will go away. It will disappear and you'll never see it again. If you drop it on the ground, you cannot pick it back up. So, if you're wanting to keep the broom and do New Game Plus, just keep it in your inventory. It will stay. I actually have a new updated video coming out soon about New Game Plus and what carries over. had a couple of videos in the past when they first introduced it in, now I can't see, in 2022. So I'm doing an updated 2024 version that will be out very soon. I hit a wall. I can't even tell. Get this bag off my face. Thank you. But that is one of the things that does carry over if you leave it in your inventory and never take it out. That's one thing you have to remember to do. Oh, I wasn't even trying to go here, but all right, that's cool. Blaze Dogs, do I miss anything important? Not really. I mean, well, you did miss the Techland gift. I did open that. All right. That happened. You missed. Excuse me. The Techland gift that I opened, which I can show it to you. It's right next to me. It's a big old fluffy hoodie. At first I thought it was a blanket because it was so like thick and fluffy that's what I thought it was. And then I opened it more and I was like, oh wait, this has a pocket and a hood. And I'm like, oh, this is a hoodie. So much different. No, that was bad. I just died. Ghost Gaming says buggy audio, one of the redeemable things because the game sounds weird right now. No, it's not that. I don't know why. It would sound weird. I haven't changed anything with the game audio, so that should still be the same. I mean, it may be messing with it, I don't know. It's very possible. RTV said, in your opinion, the best game ever is Red Dead Redemption 2. I haven't played that one yet. I honestly, I never even played the first Red Dead Redemption. I only played Undead Nightmare, because it was a standalone DLC, and it was so much fun. I'd love to play it again, but I don't have it, and it's not on anything I can do anything with. But I've heard Red Dead Redemption 2 is fantastic. What's happening? All messing with my screen here. Hot Wheels, you said what's up? Well, what's up, Hot Wheels? How are you? Zach, you said it sounds weird for you too? Huh. I couldn't tell you what's going on with the game audio. It shouldn't be affecting it, but it may be affecting it in some weird way that I don't know about. Are you joking me? No, I haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2. I mean, yeah, now it's at a point where I might be able to afford it and play it, but before, it's like a $60 game. I can't just buy a $60 game all the time. If I could, I'd probably have a lot more coverage of different games. So, yeah. There's like a weird wind echo. Alright, I'm not gonna move. Let's see if I can hear it. I'm gonna turn up my sound on my computer real quick. I hear wind in the game. Maybe it's that? Or maybe when I'm using my... Is it when I'm using my boost? Because... Huh, maybe it's just the weird ambient noise. I don't know why. That's strange. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I mean, I can close the game and pull it back up, but let me go back to the main menu. Let me do that. Maybe that'll fix it. Could be something in the options. Let's go check it out. Devil's Eye, do I have glitched weapons? I think I have one, but I've stopped using them. They're not as fun to use anymore, personally. I mean, everybody, like, there's a lot of people who do find them incredibly fun, and I say, hey, more power to you if you want to use them. I just personally got tired of using them. I used them so much, I just kind of got tired of it. Okay, nothing. Just the sound effects are just too loud. No, because that would affect everything. I don't know. That's weird. Let's jump back in. So, I don't know what's up with that audio. Let's get back in here. Let's fight some more things. I want to see if I can find some other finishers. Because I haven't been able to find a lot of them. But that last one I did was super cool. I want to see if I can make another one happen. Supposedly, perfect dodging and perfect parries can cause it, so I'm gonna try my best to perfect dodge some zombies. And then I fail immediately. Oh no, RTB, you're good, man. You're good. Like I was just saying, it's just a game that I haven't like. I don't get a ton of time to play games, to be honest. If I kick him. Oh, you know what I could do? I totally forgot. Do I have it? No. I can craft one real quick. Like, I think the Mistress Sword should have unlimited durability. And it does. Yeah, here we go. I'm definitely gonna get more finishes with this. Ah, whoops. I'll just do that. Seagull and Hot Wheels are still, it still sounds the same like static. I don't know what's causing that. That's really weird. Yeah, this one with the bow, that one's really cool. I like that one. I have an axe, so let me try with an axe. Or, you know, that could just happen. Rude. Try this guy. X. Okay, oh, that's cool. It probably would be different if I had the brutality up. You know what, let me get rid of... Let me change one of these weapons here. Let's change the bow to this nocturnal weapon. Alright, here we go. Okay, that's exactly the same as the axe. That was no different. Alright, let's try something else here. What other weapons we got? We got... Okay, maybe this one will be different. Like a sledgehammer. Let me try that out. See how that goes. Alright, let's find... not a howler. I'll just do these guys. And... Switch to the hammer. That's exactly the same thing. Okay. Let's just... unequip that. So we've just got fists. Let's try this. Oh, okay, that's the fist one. I personally like the one with the bow the best. That is so cool. Just the X-ray neck break is really, really cool. Alright, I'm gonna go back to regular slicing. Excuse me, Imposter said, in New Game Plus mode, does the choices you make stay or they revert back? They revert back. You restart the story from the very beginning, with the exception of the prologue. You do not start at the very, very beginning. You only start at as soon as you leave the hospital with Hakon during the prologue. So right before you hit the open world, that's kind of where you start. So yeah, that's where New Game Plus starts. Oops, whoops, that happened. Grandmaster Oreo, how do you turn up the brutality? So it's an option. I personally have it turned down in the gameplay section. You have to do it from the main menu. You can't do it while you're in the game. But there's 3 different levels. There's minimal, which is what I use, which is what you're seeing. There's like full, which is what they added with the brutality update. And then there's limited, which is kind of what it was before the brutality update. So if you like the way it used to be, you can have it as limited. If you like the way it is now, you can have it as like full or brutal or whatever it's called. Or if you, like me, want it to be a little bit less, then you go with minimal. So that's how you do it. It's just options game, but you have to do it from the main menu. You can't do it while you're playing. Ghost Gaming said the bow one counts as unarmed. There's no ranged finishers yet. Oh, that would be cool though to like if you have a bow, like maybe like you, I don't know, stab him in the head with an arrow or something. That'd be cool. Not gonna lie. Or like maybe kick them away from you and then shoot them with an arrow in the face. Something like that. I don't know. There's like a number of ways, a number of things you could do, but that would be a lot of fun, for sure. Have more bow ones. But the bow unarmed one is so far my absolute favorite finisher. It's just the X-ray effect looks so cool. Blaze Talking said it'd be cool if they had an explosion finisher. Oh, that would be really cool. Like if you have a grenade equipped or whatever. Like maybe if you're unarmed and you have a grenade equipped, then that's what it'll be. That would be awesome, I'm not gonna lie. Ah, get off me. Ah, I'm on fire. Get away from me. I want to be on fire. You, stay back. Just stab you from a distance. That's what I love about the pole arms. The reach on them is crazy. Look at this. I'm like way back here. Bam. Nowhere even close to me. Like it's insane the amount of reach this thing has. Ow, until I get hit from the zombie on the side. And then, you know, kind of eliminates the reach. Zach, he said, did I ever encounter a weird bug in Dead Island where Cinnamon's voice changes during one of the quests? It's been so long since I've played, I couldn't tell you. And, like, every time I play it now, I just skip all the cutscenes because I've played it so many times. So, I have no idea. Delta have a grenade equipped to shove in their mouth as a finisher. Oh yeah, that would be super awesome. Why is that guy on the ground? That would be cool. Maybe because I know that they're not done with finishers. They're going to be adding more probably every single update. You know what? I kind of want to see what you guys think about what other kind of enemy variants or new enemies you'd like to see, because they've added a few to the game. Like, you know, it started off, we have like the tyrants and not just volatiles, the tyrants and the hives, which the hives aren't really an enemy. They're just more of like a thing to hit. They don't hit you back, but I guess you could see them as an enemy. And then the tyrants are, you know, just big red volatiles. And then, you know, we got the banshees and the well, we got the hags, which are just green banshees that you can have during the day. And so that was kind of a disappointing thing. I wish there was more of them. They don't really pop up all that often. Then obviously there's the plague bearers, which I don't know why I attacked that guy. He was just, I think he was just in my way. I'm gonna attack this guy too. You know what? This guy looks fun. Take that. Oh yeah. Don't run away. I just want to kick you. Very hard. Oh, he dodged. How dare he? Now he's gonna get stabbed. Okay, that's enough fighting survivors. Let's go fight zombies. Oh, I mean, I lied. That guy was fun to hit. I mean, he shouldn't be standing there around zombies acting like it's nothing. He's up to something. I swear. And then, you know, kind of back to the enemy variants, we've gotten armored volatiles, which I don't really see too much anymore, to be honest. But they were interesting. You know, we've got the new gas tank zombies and the bitter virals. And then we have the howling goons, which I don't have. Well, I haven't seen any of those yet, but like, what are some things you guys want to? What are some interesting variants or maybe new zombies that y'all want to see in the game? Because I'd like to see. I'm really curious. Delta, you said you have a VR game, Arizona Sunshine 2, where you can stick a grenade in zombie's mouth. I've been wanting to play that. It looks really fun. I just obviously haven't played it. Blazelock, you said you want the mini viral to stay. I know, the mini virals are a ton of fun. Oh, the other thing, howlers are different now. They give you that distortion effect and they summon virals to you. Ah, what? How did you die? I think somebody exploded. Well, that happened. Joshua Stoltz, he said, how often do I play this game? It depends. I mean, I've gotten probably somewhere around 1,000 hours in the game. I don't play it as much as I used to, but I still play it enough that, you know, I have fairly regular videos on it. So, still quite a bit, just not nearly as much as I used to. That's for sure. Just asking you, say you see you'd love to see something like a Left 4 Dead tank. Yeah, well, the tank is kind of like the Demolisher, actually. So that's kind of in the game. But Demolishers, I feel like they're a bit more like underutilized than they could be. Like, you rarely just find them unless they spawn for encounters, which I guess I understand why, because there's not a lot of places they can be that would make sense for them to be, just because they need a lot of room. But I think it'd be fun to just come across some Demolishers. Heck, even, oh man, Demolishers on rooftops. Like, if I'm just sitting here and I'm just going and I land on this rooftop and a Demolisher's behind me, he just knocks me off the roof. That would be fun. I would like to see roaming Demolishers. I know a lot, that's one thing that people don't really talk about is Demolishers a lot, but I find them a lot of fun to fight, and they're like really tough. Tougher than Volatiles, honestly. And fighting more than one at a time without using like glitch weapons and stuff like that is really difficult and a lot of fun. And I think, you know, having more kind of roaming Demolishers and Banshees and Goons, I think would be a lot of fun. Like, during the Halloween event, there was hags all over the map. You couldn't go like 5 steps without seeing a hag, and I actually really liked that. It was kind of cool because it brought, like, hags are always jumping all over you and everything, and it just it brought a lot of fun that the game doesn't have a lot of times. So I don't know, maybe they can make them kind of more permanent, like you have hags everywhere during the day. But then that kind of makes the hag encounters useless. But I don't know. We'll see. I probably need to put some health on. Just because I got fire guy over there. He seems to keep jumping on me. These people like to throw stuff at me. There was one I did where I like stepped on someone. Nope. Oh, maybe if I was like running at him or something. RTB said maybe infected dogs. That could be interesting. I could see that being like, if they started introducing infected animals, that could definitely bring a whole new level, because if you got, like, look at virals, they're fast, volatiles are fast. They got all these different things. A friggin' dog would be insane and very difficult to fight. Especially if there's like a pack of them, that would be oof. It's one of the worst enemies to fight in almost every single game. If there is a dog-like creature in a video game that you have to fight, it's almost always the worst. They're just so difficult because they're fast and they gang up on you and I can't see. How dare you? I can see enough. Luckily, there's like no zombies around me, so That could have been really bad. Still can't see much, but there's a zombie over here. Yeah, got him. Alright. Imposter said, "Has anyone else just accidentally killed the survivors?" I mean, I don't ever... Yeah, okay, sometimes I accidentally kill them. But for the most part, I purposely do it. It's just funny. Especially with drop kicks. Just, they're sitting there minding their own business, not doing nothing, and I'm just like, drop kick them off the rooftops. Because it's hilarious. You know what? I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna go find some on a rooftop, and I'm gonna drop kick them off. Let's see if we can find some survivors up here. That's one of the most fun things to do. It's just ridiculous. Good fun. Delcy said, you noticed sometimes that you still get Legend XP even though you're maxed out. Yeah, same thing happens to me. It's just, I guess, part of the system. You can't avoid it. I know where. There's someone here. Oh, gotta be someone on the rooftop. I know I could go to Old Villador and find like a ton of people, but it's way more fun in the central loop because the buildings are much higher. And so it's always hilarious just to kick them off. I think they're more towards the edge. Well, this is VNC Tower. They're not going to be really over there. Maybe more this way, I think. Delta and RCB talking about the dogs in Resident Evil. Oh, those are the worst. I've been actually playing a lot of Resident Evil lately. Especially Resident Evil 4 and 5. And I can tell you right now that the dogs in Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 5, I hate them. I hate them so much. They're the worst. They're just... Oh. Yeah, I don't like them. Especially when you have to go through the maze in Resident Evil 4 and they just appear off of every corner and you're like, stop appearing. Yeah, that. Zach, you said, this girl on Dead Island, I could give her every bottle of water. She still says she's thirsty. Oh yeah, I remember that. That's always kind of funny. Ah, that happened. Where are some survivors? I want to find some. I know there's some on these rooftops somewhere. Hey, here we are. Here's some friends. They may not be close enough to the edge, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I feel like this guy, see if he can go the distance. Yay, I did it. Oh no, he didn't fall off. That's disappointing. What happened? He's like, where's... He doesn't know what happened. This is what happened. Did I send him? Did he go? I don't know. I didn't see his body, so maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. Let's find some more survivors. That wasn't as fun. Oh, there's a zombie. Let's just do that. Whee! Always fun. Kurt Schmidt, what's going on with Fred? You said you still have the event. I don't have it. So, where are you exactly in the world? Like, what time and day is it for you? Because the event ends on... For me, I saw on the website, or at least the Twitch drops, so I'm assuming the event's the same way, that it ends on January 5th at 9 a.m., at least Central Standard Time where I'm at. That's what it says. If you're not seeing the event, check to make sure you have it turned on. It may not be turned on. Just go back to the main menu and hit like continue, and then it'll ask you with event or without event, because it should still be going on. And also, thank you for the follow there, Max 13. Thank you so much for that. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Kurt, you said it's 9:49 p.m. So it should still be going on for you then. Double check and make sure you have it turned on, or quit back to the main menu and then go to continue and not play. If you click continue, it'll ask you if you want to continue with the event or not. So make sure you click with the event. If it's still showing that it's not there, then it could be a bug. Delcy said Resident Evil 4 Remake is amazing and you love playing it in VR. I still haven't actually got to play the remake yet. I really want to, but I haven't had a chance to. And, oh, he's just in the perfect position. I know he's the news giver, but there's more of him everywhere. Oh, oh, he led it way over there. Nice. Success. I gotta find somebody else. Maybe I can get this guy. No, let's see. I might be able to get this. I got him over the fence, but that's all I could get. That's alright. So Charles said a zombie that could grapple or glide after you through the tall buildings would be game-changing. Oh yeah. That would be insane. For sure. I mean, they already grapple you too much as it is. But, yeah, being able to, like, chase you through certain things, or, like, you take to the skies and it starts, like, gliding after you, that would be kind of crazy. Just follow you everywhere you go, no matter what. Flexi said you haven't been up on Dying Light 2. Any news when DLC 2 is coming out? Unfortunately, no. There's no news. It's not gonna come out like in the next couple of months or anything like that. I feel that the soonest it's probably gonna come out won't be until probably summer of this year. That's my guess. But I have no idea for sure. RTB said you're gonna head off. Alright, cool. Hey, thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it. Mean Dave Cranberry, did you miss something? What's the Techland gift? Yeah, I can show that to you real quick. I'll just keep my camera small, but it was a hoodie that they sent to me. It's a gigantic hoodie, really big. But yeah, this is the hoodie. I thought it was a blanket at first, but actually it's a hoodie. Here's the hood. It's got big old pockets. It's got some cool things on there. There's a volatile with a Santa hat, which is super awesome. So that was the gift that got sent to me. It's really cool. Keep that over there. Hey. Perkin, that was Ken. Philidor's greatest engineer. Well, they're not getting full irrigation ever again. It's not happening. Ken's gone now. Imposter, you said you notice all your exotics never go over 600. That's just bad luck. Sorry, but I mean, because I've got one that's 731. Now, granted, this has mods on it. Like the Skull Axe that came at 630. I can't. Maybe they started off at like 5 something, because this one's only 653. Actually, you know what? We can find out exactly. So let's modify this one, and we'll dismantle the mod on here. And we'll dismantle this mod. And we'll dismantle this mod. So this one came in to me at a 567. I've seen people find exotics with like 1,000 damage. So I know you can get higher than that, but yeah, there's a lot that don't end up being that powerful, which is weird and dumb, and I don't know why. So yeah. so Delta. I mean, okay. So here's the thing with the news giver. I think that there's something going on with him because it's the same person on like every single rooftop. That's suspicious. I think that he's a magical creature, and me kicking him off the roof did absolutely nothing. Either that, or there's some kind of cloning program that only he was a part of. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So yeah, that's my theory. Because there's way too many of just him. I've seen, like, I've gone to like 5 different rooftops, and he was on like every single one. So something's fishy with him. I didn't kill him, I just made him stronger. Clixie said, bro, summer? I know. I don't know for sure. I could be completely wrong. I would love to see DLC 2 way before that. But just based off of what is currently shown to be releasing in the with the roadmap and how DLC 2 is not on it at all, that would be my guess. I couldn't tell you for sure though. Maybe they'll release it, you know, to like in a couple of months. Who knows? I mean, Techland knows, but I don't. So yeah, hopefully we get it sooner than that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Wolfberry said, "Hey, I've been watching YouTube videos and enjoying them. Thanks for that. Appreciate that. That's super awesome." So you just beat down like 2 and I'm co-oping with your bro. It sucks that the game progression doesn't affect both players. I have to do my own playthrough to keep up. I thought that it did. I could have sworn I remember one of the updates they actually made it to where progression carried through with jump. Why are you being weird? Jump up there. Okay, or not. I guess he doesn't want to climb up there. But I could have sworn there was an update. That's not how words work. That actually fixed that. Maybe I'm just thinking of something else, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened at some point. I mean, obviously it's not carrying over now, so it could be a bug, which is very possible. So I'm not sure, to be honest. Mousehead in the chat, what's going on, my friend? How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful day, buddy. Mean Dave, so you notice there's not a bar in glitched weapons, so they fixed those back where they don't break? No. They did not fix them where they don't break. They made it to where they are unrepairable. So you can't see the durability bar on it, but they will eventually break. And when they do break, you cannot repair them. So it's not that they're infinite durability, it's that they're trying to phase them out of the game, essentially. And the original way of getting them has finally been patched. You have to do it a different way, which is way more complicated now. Like you have to go to the One Day in Haran map, and then you have to, while you're there, pull out your binoculars and then look down and mark the spot. And then when you go back, you have to equip the Mario shoes and jump through a wall and hope you don't get stuck in one of the arenas. And if you do it just right, you can follow to where the marker is. Then you can go and pick up the ones that are just kind of run around the map, just laying around. And then you have to use some grenades or fire or whatever to die, and then you have them. It's just so much of a longer process now that I personally don't think it's worth it anymore. But hey, if you want to do it, go for it. They're still, like, they work the same, but when it breaks, you will have to go get another one. So it's just a very tedious process to do it now. But yeah, they just can't be repaired. So yeah, that's... I've heard some people saying that theirs don't break, so it could be a glitch if yours aren't breaking, but that's not the way it's intended, from Techland at least. So, just give you a heads up about that. Zach, you said you're stuck on an annoying boss fight in Liza P. Yeah, I've only ever gotten to play the demo of Liza P. I haven't played the game yet. I got stuck on that first freaking boss in the demo. It was like a puppet master or something like that. It was big and red and super annoying, and hated him. Never beat him, and I was like, you know what? Forget this. So yeah, that happened. Perkins said Newsgiver fitted with a complex airbag and trampoline system. If he's kicked off a roof, he just hits the ground and bounces back off to the next one. There you go. See? That solves the problem. He's just invincible now. That's what it is. It's just like, if I can find one real quick. Here's what I find interesting. I've noticed this for a while, and I get game-wise, I understand why it does this. But if you're trying to think of lore-wise, it doesn't make sense, and it's kind of hilarious just thinking about it. Let me see if I can find a punching bag. I think all these roofs are too high to have one. I'm gonna go back to Old Villador because I know Old Villador has like them everywhere. Let me go back over there. Like I said, you're fighting some big dude and he's got like 3 siblings that jump into the fight randomly. That does sound annoying. Switches back to daytime. Well, it is daytime, but switches to night and switches back to day. And here we go. Game God, you said, question, do you think all the exotics should have their own special skin instead of just being the highest rarity? I think that'd be cool. Like maybe if the exotics had some other kind of like special thing, like maybe they glow. I mean, I know the nocturnal weapons glow, but like it would be kind of cool. Oh, hey, Pilgrim TV with the raid. Thank you so much. Welcome, everybody. How are you guys doing today? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Let me find a punch bag. What need to do? But yeah, I think it would be cool for the exotics to have something more about them than just being the highest rarity. Right now, their exotics aren't great just because they're not necessarily better than legendary weapons. They need to be tweaked to actually be better. I hope Techland can fix them. Pilgrim said, you're doing good playing Dying Light. How about me? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Yeah, no, I've been having fun with this. Hope you are also having fun. Where is a dang punching bag? See? Oh wait, yeah, see what I mean? He's perfectly fine over here in Villador. Nothing's bothering him. I'm gonna find another one. Like, I know there's another one on a rooftop over here somewhere. I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna prove to you that I'm not crazy, that there's more than one of him. I think it's like a clone system, or maybe he just teleports. Something. We gotta find him. Hey, Taquito 406, what's going on? How are you today? Pilgrim said frustrated though because of Nightmare? Were you playing Dying Light 1? Does that make sense? Nightmare is not in Dying Light 2 yet. But if you're playing Dying Light 1, then yeah, no, I can understand. Nightmare is insane. I never beat Dying Light 1 on Nightmare. Okay, this is what I was talking about. You see these punching bags, okay? I always find this funny because there's a photo mode, right? It only doesn't let you go into photo mode for certain actions. Now watch what happens when I jump off this. When I try to go into photo mode, it's locked while I'm in this animation. I understand why. I get this. But look, I land, I go into photo mode, free camera. You can see that I just landed on the ground. And the punching bag is already back. I think there's a mysterious character running around just like with spare punching bags. And like as soon as you jump off, the reason why you can't use photo mode is because that's the time where he's running around replacing it. Because it's instantly back up there and then he runs off another way. Maybe it's the messenger guy. That's gotta be what it is. I always just think that's funny. Anyways, I'm a weirdo. But let's... There's zombies over here? Hey, there's zombies! Nice zombies. Mean Dave said, what's the new weapon to have now? Like, honestly, it's kind of up to personal preference, but I will say, in my experience with the newer weapons they've added, the pole arms are phenomenal. They are my absolute favorite weapon type to use in the game now. Especially the plowshare, which is the one I'm using. I have a video that shows where to get it, just to kind of tell you real quick. It is way over here. So on top of, in downtown where the metro is, if you go on top next to the safe house up here, there's probably about right here, there's like a bed of like red and green cabbage, and it's resting on that. But the plowshare is ridiculous. That's what I've been using this entire time, because it's just so overpowered compared to everything else. And I am playing on hard, I think. Oh yeah, I gotta scroll back up. Oh, where's difficulty? Oh, difficulty level. For some reason at the bottom? That's weird. Yeah, I'm playing on hard. So it's still on hard, and you can see how just much it destroys things. So yeah, I highly recommend pole arms. If you're not if you don't want to use pole arms, you can use whatever weapon. Honestly, the way this game is designed is there's no one weapon type that is better than another. I mean, other than sharp weapons being better than blunt weapons, because blunt weapons don't do as much damage. But outside of that, there's not really one that's better than the other. It's more than just your preference, really and truly. But pole arms are my favorite. I like the animations. The fact that you can stab things. A lot of fun. Zach says if you try to fast travel in Dying Light 2, so you're an inch off the ground, it doesn't let you travel. Yeah, I've noticed that they fixed that in an update recently. It wasn't in like, it was one of the past several updates. Basically, if you're in the middle of an action, like if you're falling or jumping midair, or if you're in the middle of doing something, it will not let you fast travel. You also can no longer fast travel during chases, hunts, chasing, whatever. They changed it to hunt level, but it's still a chase, whatever. You can't fast travel during chases anymore, which you used to be able to, but now you can't. Oh yeah, there's that. Although I need to go repair my weapon because it's about to die. It's about to be broken completely. I need to fix it. All right, go fix this thing. But yeah, there's a lot coming up in Dying Light 2. You know, we've got... Oh man, I mentioned this in the video that I released at the very end of the last year. Like it was more than just a couple days ago. On the 31st, I released a video kind of going over everything that happened this year and just kind of what's coming up. And there's so much coming up in Dying Light 2. It's kind of crazy. That it's just, you know, we've got obviously DLC 2 is coming at some point, but just in the next like couple of months we're getting guns, we're getting co-op missions, we're getting board quests, we're getting VNC Tower Raid, we're getting Nightmare difficulty, we're getting supposed to be getting community mod support. So big next couple of months for the game for sure. Mina said, is it better than the North Pole? I think so. So I have a North Pole arm. Don't think, yeah, I have it right here. Mine, because you can't upgrade this one, it's just, you get what you get. Mine came at 768, and since I can't add any mods to it, that's just where it's at. So the Plowshare already, like that's 768. I'll actually go back and show you the blueprint at the Craftmaster just to show you how much like ridiculousness it is and what it's starting at before you craft it and get it into your inventory. Also, thank you for the follow there. It's Herg. Thank you so much for that over on Twitch. I appreciate it. How are you doing today, by the way? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Rondell Hayes, you said best game for 2024 and beyond. Definitely a fun game, for sure. No, I love this game. It's a lot of fun. So, craft, weapons. Okay. So, the North Pole arm will give you, it might go, the number might fluctuate, but whatever it gives you, that's what you get. The Plowshare starts at 698, and you can add mods on top of it, which will make it go up even higher. So you can, like, I'll craft another one right now, and we'll see what it comes out to. That's 698. And in my inventory, it comes out to 709. So because of the 709, if I go ahead and modify this, let's throw a fling on there. And let's throw frost. And we'll do empowerment. This one ends up being 900. And then I also have a few charms. Let's see which one gives me stamina damage, mod charge, cost, ability. Go. I think this is the only one I have. It boosts it up to 917. So it can fluctuate because this one's at 917. The one I use all the time is at 912. So that's actually better than what I have now, but it's got different stats. So like if I compare the two, then I can see that the one I'm using has daytime melee weapon damage increase. It's got stamina regen on power attack and quick attack, and it's got low stamina damage bonus. I personally like those stats, the stamina regen and the daytime melee better than I like what's on the other one. Now the other one has stamina regen on quick and power, but it's kind of different. So it just depends on what stats you want, but you can get things better and better and better. It just depends on how it rolls. I will go ahead and dismantle this one because I like the one I have. I like the stats on the one I have better. It's only a couple more damage. That's not gonna really make much of a difference. User, you says it okay? I can't get the last part of the event skin. So this is the skin right here. There's no parts to the skin. There are parts to the gear pieces. So you can get there's 6 gear pieces you can get in total, which if you're playing the game right now, you can actually get all 6 right now. So if you wanted to have like the individual pieces so you can use them for stuff, that's possible. The outfit itself is whenever you complete the Christmas tree, it'll actually appear on a present next to it. I actually have a video on my YouTube channel that goes over the whole thing for the Christmas tree specifically, and unlocking this, as well as the Boomka grenades or Bombka grenades. So, yeah, you just have to complete the tree, you get this, and you can grab this. The pieces themselves, like I showed you here, this you actually get from Santa drops. You can find them as presents around the tree, but most of the time you get them from Santa drops. So just do as many letters to Santa as you can before the event ends, and you should be able to find all 6 pieces if you want to use it for like individual transmog. They might make the outfit available on Pilgrim Outpost at some point, I don't know, but yeah, for right now, if you don't have it before the event ends, you may not be able to get it. I know there's a lot of people who have been having issues with that. It's her, you said you're doing good. How am I? I'm doing great, thanks for asking. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good as well. Me and Davey said, you notice the North Pole arm doesn't freeze like it should, at least for you. So the North Pole arm, okay, so it says you press right trigger and A. I think it has to have a build up. Let me pull it out real quick. And step outside. That's not how you go outside. Let me check. I haven't really used it just because the other one does a lot more damage. So let's test this. I think it charges, but I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, well then there you go. All right. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so it charges. So I just did it, and there's no zombies around. So I'm gonna go fight some more zombies. It's kind of charging. I think as you kill zombies, it charges a little faster. If I could find more than these dang survivors everywhere. Here we go. Yeah, it charges a bit faster, I think, whenever you kill things. Ah! Away from that guy. And when you can kind of see it, it's right next to the weapon icon on the bottom left of the screen. So as soon as that's full again, then you can use it. Now it doesn't have, like, I use crit mods on mine, so that way it procs automatically. Whereas this uses one of the power mods, so you have to activate it. It's full now, so I can be like, bang! Or I wasn't gonna do that. Oh, it's not ready yet. Maybe not. Or not. Yeah, I tried to use it, but I got stuck. But yeah, it just kind of was like that. So that's why I like crit hit mods, because I get more critical hits than I do with like power charges. So I prefer critical mods over anything else. They're just better. So yeah, that's why I don't like the North Pole arm. Like it's a pole arm and it's really fun to use, but as soon as you get the plowshare, that one's useless. Especially if you put frost on this, you'll get more freeze effects than you would with the North Pole arm, to be honest. User, you said you level 47, you got everything 5 or 6 times except the jacket. Oh man, yeah, I got the jacket just randomly at one of the Santa drops, so it's there. You just gotta keep going. Either that or find someone who has one and they can just give it to you. That's the only other option, honestly. Rondo, you said you don't see the mode in your game. How do you get snow mode? So you just have to have the event turned on. So first you need to, in your options, you need to have community event participation turned on. If you do not have it turned on, then you won't see it. And then secondly, when you start the game, if you hit continue, it'll ask you, most of the time it should ask you if you want to play with the event or without the event. You want to choose with the event. Now, the event ends tomorrow. It may already be over depending on where you are in the world, or if it's still continuing on. I don't really know how they work with time zones for the ending of the event. If it's the same for everybody or if it's different or what, but I know that for me the event ends tomorrow. So that's why I'm seeing everything. I think as soon as the event ends, snow won't be there. So basically tomorrow the snow will be gone. So if you want to experience it, make sure you have the event turned on and play some of it tonight before it goes away, essentially. But that's how you can get the snow. I feel like I want to drop kick the zombie. It's just in the way. I was trying to... There we go. Ow! How is that electrocuting me that far away? I don't understand that. Nice. Ah, they always miss them from the side, and so I don't know they're coming. Oh, you're in New York? Okay, well, it should still be active then. So, should be fine. I don't think it's going to end until probably around 10 a.m. Eastern time. So, you have until then. Basically, you have tonight. And a little bit of tomorrow morning. Man, I missed. Always nice. You can hit him and get multiple at once. Oh, somebody mentioned this to me earlier. It's kind of funny that when you do a finisher on one of the miniature virals, they actually grow back to full size. Which, that's hilarious. Alright, I'm gonna go stab this guy. He looks like he's up to no good. This guy over here. Ah, I missed. Alright. They've all been sufficiently stabbed. Alright, so I think this is probably where we're gonna do it here. If you're on Twitch and you haven't gotten the Twitch drops yet, stick around. I'll go raid somebody so you can still get those on YouTube. Thanks everybody for coming out. I had an absolute blast. It's been a ton of fun tonight, just doing the last part of the event. So it's been fun. I will be having some more streams coming up. I don't have a schedule just yet. There's gonna be a lot of newer things happening with my channel and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be having more of a consistent streaming schedule as well as more consistent videos and things like that. So that will be coming up soon. I'll have more information on that. So let's find out who we can raid. Let's see who's got drops. See if there's any. That says a replay. Hey, you know what? There's this one over here. This person's got like 2 viewers. Let's see, it's Mowgli. Alright, I'm gonna try to raid them if I can. Grab their name, and we're gonna do the raid. Alright. Alright, so anybody who wants to do the raid, stick around. We're about to jump it over there. So you can get the rest of the Twitch drops. But everybody else, thanks for coming in. I had a ton of fun. And you guys have a wonderful night. Well, that's almost ready to raid in 5 seconds. I always forget there's a little bit of a time delay. And now. Okay, we're ready now. Thanks, everybody.